Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And the Yellow Jackets headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tar Heels offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This offense has it with really good field position. Right side, it's Sharp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. Got a man, it's Sharp. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Straight ahead, it's Watson. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Extending the play. Good, got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, fights off a defender. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sets his feet, it's Chambers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moving out to the right. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Needs it here on 4th down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Moving the pocket, it's Chambers. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Shaw. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Grimes. They're all over him. That one's not even close.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh,
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. In the backfield, it's off. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Hand it to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finds his target. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Out wide left, it's York. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside his own, another ball is knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the NC State Wolfpack.
And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out wide right, it's Addison. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Duke one more time. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 2nd and long here. Keeps it on the option. Here's a little room there. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Yellow Jackets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They take the lead with the 6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Swamped immediately.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to have it on fourth down. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. Breaks away on the left. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Pushes toward the goal line. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. They've already converted one fourth down on this drive, but this the defining one. Fourth and goal. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Got enough for the first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Dropping back, it's Grimes. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Pulled to the ground.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that, they let him spring free. It's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Second down, going to throw it. On the move. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Knocked down immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
It's complete to the left. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's going to run it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Warren.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They're working that left side. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Runs through the tackle. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got a little grass. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, UNC! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Clock is stopped long enough to move the chains, but they've got to get lined up and spike it, David.
Yes, spike it really quickly. Then you get organized when the clock's not running. Get these next few plays that are going to be critical to determining the outcome of the game.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get into 3rd and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create.